All right, yo. Nicki Minaj, Scotty Beam Me Up, the streaming version.
Beam Me Up Scotty by Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has re-released her debut Young Money mixtape, Beam Me Up Scotty. Originally released in 2009, the re-release has some minor tweaks as well as some new songs. How well has the album aged, though? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Beam Me Up Scotty by Nicki Minaj.
You got to go ahead, throw some punches, man, because you know them barbs, man. They be coming for us anytime we touch Nicki Minaj's name.
I don't like it.
I'm just throwing it out there, bro. I've been a Nicki fan from the jump. Most people that know who Nicki Minaj is, that I grew up around, know who Nicki Minaj is because of me. I was the one that's like, yo, she's nice. Check her out. And just for context, I used to blast this mixtape every day when it came out.
Dang. It's like that, huh?
Yeah, I was fucking with Nicki hard.
Dang.
The long way.
Okay.
Pause. All of that. How do you feel about the artwork contrast? You know, that's the new one. That's the old one.
Definitely like the new one better. It kind of suits the theme. It definitely look like one of those old mixtapes that you put together in the old version of Photoshop CS2. So I really like the upgrade.
CS2. That was very particular. You know what age? What year?
Yes.
That was around that year.
Yeah. So I really like the new version better, just because you know how they made the background actually complement what she looks like on the front. So much better.
Yeah. So the back version. So basically, what happened is they was like, look, we gonna handle this like Zack Snyder. You know, the original version got HDR on it, and then we gonna kind of go with a duller look for the second one, and give it that type of Justice League. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, the flow of this project, man. Look, so it's basically the original project. 3 new songs. 3 songs got taken off of it, unfortunately. But overall, it's the same joint. They didn't touch any of the old records. They left them exactly the same. You still got DJ Holiday screaming in the background. Which I wish they would have took out, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, man, you got Nicki. For me, a refreshing sound of Nicki, you know, because there's a lot of these joints I haven't heard before. So I was just like, oh, okay.
Joe, just letting y'all know, let me get through these new joints real quick. Seeing Green is what opened the project, man. Crazy sounding beat. Look, Lil Wayne started out, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, this dude has been in spring training or something. Spring, yeah, man. He was getting his lyrical exercise on during the COVID because he demolished. And I'm not gonna lie, man. Barbs, go ahead, get mad at me, man. I'm throwing my little, weak.
She said it herself.
Nicki sounded a little rusty.
She said it herself. She said Wayne bodied her on her track. So you should be okay.
And then right after that, Drake bodied both of them.
Yeah.
But just to say that's crazy because Wayne's verse was so strong.
Yeah.
So strong. It just reminded me of Young Money Wayne when he was just on a tear and he could just say anything and it didn't matter. It still sounded dope. Fractions. Oh, let me skip that. Crocodile Tears. Feature. I wish we could have took Skillbing off of that, but I felt like towards the end of the record, I felt like Nicki was like heated up all the way. And so after that, I'm gonna kind of just jump around for some of my favorite joints. Itty Bitty Piggy. A lot of people like that shit. Like, if you kind of grew up on this mixtape, then that was just your joint. I Gets Crazy with Lil Wayne, man. Love the vibe that they got on that. Love Lil Wayne's voice. This is when he was kind of like in his rock star bag. So it still has that great vibe to it. Slumber Party featuring Gucci Mane. You got to remember, I wasn't even really a fan of Gucci Mane at this time. But Slumber Party and Shopaholic with Bobby V. This is when Bobby V actually was doing some pretty dope stuff. Gotta Go Hard. Man, like Nicki was just on it right there. I love Nicki when she was just really in her bag at this point in time in her career. Like, she was just killing everything. Easy featuring Gucci Mane and Rocco. Like, her and Gucci Mane had some really good chemistry early in their career where they were doing some really dope things. Can Anybody Hear Me? I thought was dope. Still I Rise, which I thought was dope as well. And Beam Me Up Scotty. I don't know why I always call it Scotty Beam Me Up. That's the Star Wars line. But Beam Me Up Scotty was another record that I thought was dope. But I just wanted to tell y'all that they removed like two of my favorite records off of the
Which
original
ones?
joint. The joint with Busta Rhymes, and then the other joint, I'm drawing a blank.
Handstand or Can You Feel Me or
But
Feel
see,
Good?
So more so, Handstand was actually dope though. For what it was, you know, I thought her
Feel
her and
Free remix. I'm sorry.
Feel Free is pretty much what it is. But Handstand was good.
Okay.
But mainly the joint with Busta Rhymes and yeah, that's pretty much it. I really wish they wouldn't have removed those two tracks, but it was probably some with clearances and stuff like that because it was a sample record.
Okay, dope. So Seeing Green, I really like the track. I just wish they would have like added more drums to the production because I've heard it. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I heard a sample that somebody flipped last year or the year before that, and just not having that impact. I think it would have been more of a grander sounding song if they would have added them drums and it just been so hard like that. But Wayne killed it. Nicki was cool, and you know Drake kind of just came in there and was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm in this too." So I thought that was pretty dope. Chirac surprised me. You know why?
That was one of her old mixtape cuts that she did for somebody else. Like, so yeah, that wasn't on the original mixtape.
Well, G Herbo surprised me on that one.
Oh, that was when G Herbo was on his stuff.
He was on beat. He was flowing. He was concise.
That's old G Herbo.
Bro, I was just
that
like,
G Herbo ain't around.
goodness.
He'll get on beat from time to time.
But that was fire. I thought that was cool. Itty Bitty Piggy was fire. I've never heard that.
Really?
And I've never heard that, and she killed that.
So you never heard Scotty Beam Me Up before this?
Not at all.
Okay. Good
I've only
concept.
heard like singles and stuff from Nicki around that time, you know. What is it? Gotta Go Hard with Lil Wayne. I'm already a fan of that beat, period, but just hearing both of them on that like that was fire. What was it? Can Anybody Hear Me was dope. Still I Rise was dope, and Beam Me Up Scotty was really fire.
And how did you feel about the songs that got cut?
Oh yeah, the one with Bus was fire. I wish they could have put that one on here. And the Feel Good remix was really dope.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset her and Busta didn't work a lot more together.
Probably like some clearance issues. Probably.
Well, probably. I don't know what happens, but sometimes you have issues with getting clearances.
Yeah.
Lowlights, man. I don't have a whole lot of lowlights. See, it's tricky because I have a different connection to this project.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more so the time period. Like, for instance, like Silly. I didn't have a problem with what Nicki did to it.
Mm-hmm.
I just always had a problem with the original song.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just don't really care for it a whole bunch, even though I thought Nicki did her thing on that record.
Okay.
See, what else can I say? I mean, the biggest critique I'd say is Nicki sounded rusty on the new songs that they added to this project. She really sounded rusty. It made me think back to J. Cole talking about how it took him like over a year to get back to rapping at the level he was rapping at before he kind of took a break. And I felt like it's gonna take Nicki a minute, because like for instance, like she was kind of weak the whole Crocodile. I think it was Crocodile Tears. She was weak the whole joint until she got towards the end. She hit you with that, head game crazy like the chick, middle like Little Miss Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, that was
Head crazy like Little Miss Gorilla Glue, and then she said, "While I sit here and count a mill, jigga what, jigga who."
Yeah.
Like I was just like, okay, Nick, you getting there. I just need you to, just keep going back at it, get back on your relentless tip. And it just kind of just took me back to when I just thought Nicki was like that bitch and she was untouchable and nobody could do what she was doing at the time. The other thing I will say that is a downer, I've never been a huge fan of Nicki singing with auto-tune and overly singing. Like Still I Rise, like I think it's fine when I don't hear the auto-tune, but I don't feel like the auto-tune was necessary, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
And like I always think back to songs like Moment for Life. Like that's how I like to hear Nicki singing. You know what I mean? So those are my lowlights.
Yeah, I'll have to agree. The contrast between the Nicki that was 2009 when this came out,
This 2008, 9,
and to now is definitely evident when you get past the new tracks on here. And I guess that's what I kind of, even though I wasn't like the biggest fan of Nicki, that's what I've always admired about Nicki is her hunger and how ambitious she sound with her raps, and how she's just not taking no numbers. Like she's just going punch for punch, blow for blow. So whatever Nicki puts out, I hope she contains this same kind of fuel that she had with this mixtape for her new album or whatever like that, because I think that will get her back on the forefront if that's what she's aiming for and everything like that, with all the new artists we got right now. So I think that's what I'll be looking for.
Final thoughts, man. Did I feel like this album aged well? I thought it was fine. Did I feel like I was feeling like I needed new Nicki Minaj dude riding by with the motorcycle? I will clothesline you. Anyway, yeah. Do I feel like I need new Nicki Minaj right now? No. I feel like she should come back in 2023.
Dang.
I'm just saying.
2022?
I feel like we need more time to miss her, because I don't feel like she's really been.
I say
gone.
2022.
I feel like she hasn't been gone long enough.
I think it'll be 2022.
Because and the reason why I say that is like when you're a legend at that status, I feel like you gotta I don't know. Like I wasn't amped when I saw the video of her pulling up in the Lamborghini truck with her husband or whatever she posted when she was playing one of the new records. I felt like it was Fractions.
Oh, okay.
She put up a video of her riding and people was like, "Oh snap, Nicki's back." And I saw it and I was just like, she ain't really been going that long. You know what I'm saying?
To you, because you listen to a lot of other music, but to her fans, they craving for more.
True. My preference is Nicki actually wait until 2023 to drop. I'm talking about New Year's Day 2023 and come back relentless.
She ain't waiting that long, bro.
She might not. I'm just saying like what I think. But I feel like this project actually, aged pretty well, and that might just be my bias and the fact that I used to listen to this every day at work, and I still feel connected to a lot of these records. As they came in, I was just getting flashbacks to what I was doing when I was listening to these records, because it was normally BS work, and it's like it's connected to these records. So it's cool to hear these songs, because I hadn't heard them in a while. It had been a minute since I actually loaded up Scotty Beam Me Up, because I started listening to this and I was like,
Scotty.
Beam Me Up Scotty. And I was like, yo, why don't I feel this as much as I feel the original version? For one, I felt the sequencing was for the original was better, but that's probably because I heard it sequenced that way for so long.
Yep.
So I'm just letting it be known that there's possibly some bias to that. And two, y'all removed some of my favorite songs.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I feel like this held up pretty well, despite, where it may be for somebody who has listened to it over and over. I think it's a good refresher and good introduction for, people that may not know about Nicki's catalog, like myself.
I was about to say, who don't know who Nicki Minaj is?
I'm just saying, people may there's a lot of people who just focus on the singles and the big hits.
I guess it's time for her to put her pussy on your sideburns. That's a rhyme from her too, by the way.
And with that being said, shout out to Nicki. I know the bars may not like us, but hey, if you pull out something the next year or two, I'm still gonna listen to it. Whatever.
Final grade, man. Unlike popular belief, I actually love Nicki Minaj. We actually gave her last album really good grades, but you can tell that from the comments from the video. I was just like, we gave it a check. What are they talking about? But anyway, I love Nicki Minaj. This is a check. I can't wait for her to put out some new music.
Yes.
I just want her to tighten up her pen game, because when she's on it, she's on it. It's hard for people to touch her. Think about it. She killed Jay-Z and Kanye on Monster and Rick Ross.
Whew. That bar was hard.
Yeah, she bodied that verse.
Yes.
Like nobody. That's why her verse had to go last.
Yes.
I didn't even know what Sri Lanka was until she said it in that song, and I had to Google it. I was like, oh, this is a real place. I thought she just said some random shit that didn't rhyme, like Willy Wonka, Sri Lanka. I was just like, that ain't no place. It's a place. I need to go there. Nicki actually has a couple. She kind of threw a couple of places out that we had to put on our like dream destinations, because we were just like, oh, that's a real place. She ain't just talking shit.
Yeah, man. This was a good project.
If I didn't say it, check. I thought I said it.
I thought we were on final thoughts.
Nah, we
did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess you're your cup.
So, but yeah, I thought it was a good project, and you know, I just want to see where Nick is gonna go from here. You know, I know she's probably been through a lot of development, artist-wise herself and everything, and it's been a while. When was the last project? Now that I'm thinking about, was it 2019?
It was a Chun-Li joint.
Was it like 2018 or 2019?
That might have been 18, bro.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. So I'm interested to see where she's gonna go with this, because despite everything, she always decides to do something really outlandish and surprising with her concepts and stuff like that. And she has a lot of personality, when it comes to her music. So I'm always into that, and can't wait to see what she brings out next.
And when she does come back, I hope she gets on a record with rap.
Check for me as well. Check.
Yeah, we both know. When she does come back, I'd like to see her work with Rhapsody, Lekaylee 47.
That would be dope.
For sure.
There's a lot of artists that's been coming up the last few years that I would love to see
Nicki's creativity with Lekaylee 47's creativity.
T-Mar?
Oh, yeah. Like, it's time. Nicki and her.
Yeah.
And I would love to see a song with Nicki and Cardi. Like, fuck what the haters say.
Yeah.
Fuck all of the BS. Like, both of y'all are beasts in your own right. Y'all did different things.
Yeah.
I didn't do the same thing.
Yeah. Leave that in the past.
Yeah, for sure.